Okay, so I was trying to make a video and I had to start over. So I'm going to start over. Hold on 1 second though, okay? Hold on 1 second. Y'all see that dog? That's a pit bull. Y'all see that dog? That's a pit bull. So I want to read this post that I put on Facebook. That was part of the post. And this is something that happened to me 4 days ago. So today's Saturday. It happened on Tuesday. I'm going to read my post. And it's hashtag long post alert. I took a walk in my neighborhood during lunch today. As I walked past the house on my right, I saw this dog, the dog you just saw in the picture, walking in front of a teenage boy and his father. They were all walking toward me, so I assumed the dog was theirs. It wasn't until the dog walked up to me, sniffed me, and showed himself to be friendly that the teenage boy said, "He's not ours, but he's very friendly." Now, this is a pit bull, okay? Somewhere in the back of my mind, I yelled, "What?" I like dogs a lot, but I don't let pit bulls just walk up on me like that. I had to dismiss the alarm going off inside of me because it was really too late to be fearful or feel threatened. The dog had already shown himself to be friendly and gentle toward me. As I continued to walk home, the dog walked in my direction. He would veer off to the side and walk into someone's yard, but he kept returning to me. Each time he returned, he would walk directly in front of me for a few paces, then he'd be off to his next discovery. He must have done that at least 5 times. He treated me like I was his owner and he wanted to protect me. He even galloped at one point to catch up to me because he was so far behind. Now, again, this is a pit bull. Okay, y'all saw that dog? It's a big dog. The sight of a dog galloping toward me usually alarms me, but I felt safe and at peace. I've been chased by dogs who wanted to harm me many times, but this wasn't that. There's a spiritual lesson here. What have you resisted, felt threatened by, and even run from because of what you've heard, known, or even experienced? What's God wanting to send your way that he has to present to you in a different light so you won't reject it or assume the worst about it simply because of your jaded perception? Wisdom says you don't just walk up on a pit bull, but I didn't walk up on him. He approached me. Discern what approaches you from a clear mind and heart. Stop allowing fear to cloud your judgment. Y'all, I haven't felt as safe and protected as that dog's presence made me feel today, and only God knows how long. I'm sure there's a deeper revelation I need to receive, and I'm praying for God to download it. In the meantime, I'll suffice it to say, again, this is not that. Enough said. So the "this is not that" was a hashtag, and the "enough said" was a hashtag. Excuse me. But that was amazing. I'm not afraid of a pit bull when he's with his owner because I usually ask permission from an owner if I can even touch their dog, if the dog is friendly. And if they say no, I respect it. I believe you. That's your dog, you're the owner. I believe you. You say no, I'm not messing with that dog. But I thought that what I was walking past was that same scenario of a dog near his owners. And again, as you heard me read, it totally changed my perception when the boy said, "He's friendly, but he's not ours." It's like, what? It's not yours. He's a pit bull walking toward me and he's sniffing me. But, again, the alarm going off in my head, I was like, well, that's the knee-jerk gut reaction. That's the way that I've kind of trained myself to respond to these dogs, because these dogs have been known to really harm and even kill people. Yeah. So it wasn't for naught. You should have a healthy level of respect and reverential fear for things like pit bulls and Rottweilers and snakes and Boa constrictors, that's another kind of snake. You should have a healthy respect for them. But I literally had to stop myself and just think about what I was thinking, what that alarm going off in my head was telling me, and compare that to what I was experiencing. The alarm said, get away from that dog. But the experience said, this dog, even though his reputation is one of being very dangerous, he's gentle. He's not trying to hurt me. I'm not saying that he could never get to that state. You provoke anything, whether it's an animal or a person, provoke them enough, you can get anybody to that state. But that dog was just gentle and kind toward me. It was the cutest thing. I remember walking, like when he was walking in front of me for a few paces and then he would, go off to his next discovery. I was looking at him from behind and his ears were pointed all the way back and kind of coming in like this. And I was just looking at him in amazement because I couldn't believe that this dog, I've seen this dog before. So he must have gotten out from his owner. But he was just as gentle as he could be, not trying to hurt me. And I said, Lord, I really want you to reveal to me the depth of what this experience was intended to remind me of, to teach me, to show me. I want to know what it is. I actually, I had to go out the next day and I drove back through the same blocks that I had walked down on Tuesday just to see if the dog was out. I actually missed that comfort that he brought me. It's the funniest thing. I've had people on my Facebook page say that was a person and not a dog because, they're of the belief that when a loved one passes away, they come to visit you in ways like that, sometimes through a bird or through a butterfly or through a dove, or in this instance, they said that was my father or my nephew Josh. They're both deceased. I don't believe in that, but I'm not trying to change anyone and make them believe what I believe. So, as one of my Facebook friends said, for me, it was a deep revelation, and for her, it was a visitation. That's how she interpreted it. She's entitled to her belief system as I am entitled to mine. So, it is what it is. But I'm still amazed. I'm still amazed. So like I said in the post, like, what have you been running from? What is it that God has to make you think is one way? Just like I thought that they were his owners. Thinking that automatically made me go to a safe place in my mind. I wasn't feeling threatened because in my mind, before they even announced it, I told myself, oh, these are their owners. These people are the dog's owners. And he must be really friendly. And they wouldn't let him just walk up on me if they thought he was going to harm me. They don't look crazy, That's what I told myself because, again, what owner of a dog, especially that kind of dog, would just let their dog freely walk away from them toward a total stranger? I was a stranger. But, sometimes God has to do that to us. I'm really, really wanting to know what this is that God is preparing me for and what he's preparing to introduce me to and to me. I want to know what it is. And you know what? My prayer is, Lord, help me to remain the level of open-mindedness when you bring what you're bringing, that I maintained when I experienced what I experienced on Tuesday with this dog. At the moment when it was exposed and revealed that those weren't his owners, yeah, I'm human. I was like, it's not your dog, what? But, like I said, I had to stop and compare what was going off in my mind to what I was experiencing. I don't know. I don't know what he's preparing me for. But again, Lord, just help me to receive it when it comes. Yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about today. Just be aware, be alert. Yeah, you should be sober. Yeah, you should be vigilant. Yeah, you should be careful. Yes, you should be discerning. Yes, you should pay attention. There are some things I've learned about dogs by watching Cesar Millan. He's got this show that would come on called Dog Whisperer. One second. And the language, the body language, the actions, the different things you look for to see and discern whether or not a dog is in fight or flight mode, or whether he's calm and submissive and peaceful. And all of the signs that Caesar said to look for a calm and peaceful and submissive dog were there. His mouth was open, his tongue was hanging out, his tail was wagging, and he was sniffing. The little noses do, they sniff a lot. And he was happy and playful. So I saw all of that. A danger sign is when the dog's face is like this, and if their ears are sticking straight up, and if their tail is sticking up or very, still or sticking out like this is straight, that's a sign that a dog feels threatened or is on the prowl or about to attack. And I was looking for all of that, and I was like, wow. All those episodes I've watched of those shows where he was, how did he say? He rehabilitates dogs and he trains the human. Not only you hear the phrase or the word train associated with a dog, but Cesar Millan's mindset is he knows how dogs operate. He has to teach their owners how to interpret the dog language and how to be what he calls a pack leader. How to show the dog who's the boss and not do it in a way that makes the dog feel attacked or threatened, because some dogs, when they feel attacked or threatened, they will attack you, they'll bite you. But it was funny. All those episodes I watched of that show was funny to actually have an opportunity to put into practice what I had learned by observing what I deemed to be the most dangerous dog, one of the most dangerous dogs that exists, a pit bull. And he was just sweet. He was sweet, sweet, sweet. Excuse me. So that's the talk for today. Yeah. I can't promise that I'll be able to share what it is that God's going to bring right away. I may have to kind of wait and sit on it and digest and process it and become acclimated to it before I can reveal what it is. But I hope it's something I can share, because I know something's coming, because that was not for naught. I did not experience that the way that I did. And I'm not talking like a short walk, like 2 or 3 houses. Let me see. The block that we were on, I was about 5 or 6 houses from the first corner. Then I made a turn and I walked past about 2 or 3 houses. Then I turned again. Then I walked past about 4 houses. Then I made one last turn onto my block. And from there to my house was easily, let me count. There were 3 houses, then a strip of bushes, then about 5 houses before I got to the house, got home. It just so happened that what happened with the dog, about 2 houses away from my house where I live, there was a lady. She's got dogs there, and the pit bull that I'm talking about walked up on her property, like toward her front door, and she apparently appeared to just be preparing to come outside with her dogs. And when she went to open up her storm door, it startled the pit bull. And you don't expect a dog that's as powerful as that dog to be timid in any kind of way. At least me, I expect those dogs to be like ready to attack. But the dog was timid. When she opened the door kind of jerked like that and looked up at her and realized what was happening, realized that she was safe. She allowed the pit bull to come up on her porch, because her porch kind of wraps around, goes from the front of the house, goes around this way, and then it kind of wraps around to the other side. So she allowed the pit bull to go up there and play with her dogs, and that was the end of my experience with the dog. That was actually where he was headed in that video that I played, where he said, "Y'all see this? Can y'all see this?" It was a pit bull. That's where the dog was headed, toward her door at that moment. Those were my final moments with that dog. So it wasn't just a couple of houses. We walked. I was like, there is a pit bull walking with me and in front of me and keeping up with me. It was the cutest thing. It was just so cute. My sister was like, you and Brianna's my niece. She was like, y'all are just alike. She said Brianna would have probably brought that dog in the house if it had been her. I don't know if I would have gone that far, but I definitely felt comfortable enough to be around the dog. So we'll see. Hope you guys are having a great day. And I hope that you stay safe. And just like I said, be open. Be discerning, but be open. When you've discerned that what's coming toward you, what's coming for you, what's being given to you is from God, is a gift, then you know what? You follow his instructions and you let your guard down as much as is wise. You know, you ask God to give you the wisdom to know how to let your guard down. I didn't feel a need to keep my guard up with that dog. I felt a need actually in that moment to learn how to relax and trust because I had already discerned that I was safe. Dogs can flip and turn at a moment's notice. So, you know, I don't say throw away all your discernment because you're having a good experience at the moment. Keep your wisdom there. But there's nothing about that dog that made me feel threatened at all. Never once did he change that disposition with his mouth open and his tongue out. Never once did he look at me sideways or growl. Never once did he stiffen up and act like he felt threatened by me. He looked like a dog that just wanted to get out and have some fun, like he wanted to be free. Maybe he had been locked up somewhere and just wanted to breathe the fresh air and just drain some energy. I don't know. But even in that state, he was just so sweet. Imagine that, a sweet pit bull. That almost sounds oxymoronic, right? At least to me it does. But he was sweet. He was just sweet. All right. So now I'm going to end my video. Hope you're having a great day. Having a great Saturday. And I hope that whatever you do this weekend, that it's something refreshing and revitalizing. Y'all excuse my hair. I know it's looking rough. But listen, I ain't no relaxing hair. I did the best I could, y'all. I did the best I could. Have a great day. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.